Hi, this is Allison Malika. I am sharing with you how to use a tool called AutoCrat to merge from Google Sheets to Google Docs or Slides for certificates or applications. You can manually enter the data into the sheet, or you can use a form to collect data, have users fill out a form that then populates a sheet. Either way, it's from the sheet that you merge to a Google Doc. All right, let's get started. If you have access to this page right now, you can go ahead and click on next, and it will bring you to this slide that has the links. If you are looking for this resource, just go to AllisonMalika.com. That's Allison, Allison, Malika, Mollica.com. Hover over presentations and click on Add-on and Automate. Once you get there, open up the slide deck and then go to slide 10. So while you're doing that, I'll go ahead and get started on the demo. All right, so go to slide 10, and now you're ready to get started. You're going to make a copy of this template. So you click on the link, and it will make the Google Doc copy. Click on Make a Copy. What you're going to want to do immediately is rename it and file it. That's best practice every time you use Google Docs. So I'm going to call this demo. And you can call it whatever you want, but I say every time you create a doc or a doc gets shared with you, if you need to rename it, rename it. If not, that's fine. But then immediately move it to a proper folder. And in this case, we don't have one, so we're going to create a folder. I'm going to call it Demo AutoCrat. You can call it whatever you want. You need to have a place to merge your stuff. So before you do any merges, I would suggest you might make a folder in your Google Drive called AutoCrat, and then a subfolder in there every time you do a new certificate or a new merge for anything. Just a thought. So we're going to click on Move here. And then we're going to go back to the slide, and we're going to click on Copy this spreadsheet. And then click on Make a Copy. And now, in this case, I have a copy of, so I want to take that out. And I'm going to replace copy of up here with demo sheet, and I'm going to file it away. And you might not want all your AutoCrats in the same folder. Like if you're doing a response to intervention or you're doing something for guidance, you might have a folder for that project. And then inside that folder, you have your AutoCrat merge folder. But you do need to have a folder to designate for the merge process. So I like to keep things together if possible, because if you don't, things get messy real fast. Now we're ready to use it. If you don't have AutoCrat installed, you're going to want to pause this video, go to AddOns, get AddOns, and add the AutoCrat add-on. That means you have to search for it if you don't see it right up at the top, and you have to click on free, and you have to add it, and you have to approve the permissions and things like that. Once it's added, you can go ahead and launch it. So you hover over AutoCrat and you hit launch. But before you do that, if you want it to automatically run it as soon as you're done, you can go ahead and put in a few names. So I'll just put in Allison Malika, amtechnology.org, Archie Andrews, Andrews at amtechnology.org. And that's why I like sign-in forms, so other people can fill out the form, hit submit, and I don't have to do this. Cameron Burns, C. Burns at amtechnology.org. All right, so I have 3. That shows you. I could have 150, it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to run it. I click on AutoCrat and I launch it. So you might want to pause the video and populate it with some stuff. And while this is running, I want to go back to the certificate. This has merge fields in it. These are merge fields. So first name and last name, they're going to pull in, and each document is going to get created with first and last name from the column header here. So you click on New Job, and I'll call this demo, certificate demo. You can call it whatever you want. Once you name it, click on Next. You're going to have to pick a template from Drive. So click on From Drive and select the template that we just added. It should show up right here. Click on Select. You might have to search for it in the future when you have so many Google Docs. But you can see that currently selected template is the one we just selected. So I click on next, and now we're ready to map the source data, but we have to select the sheet. We only have one sheet here, but it doesn't automatically pick it. So we're going to click on sheet 1, and we're going to map first name to first name and last name to last name. And I purposefully had this like not be uppercase, so you can see that, you know, case wasn't as important with YAM, yet another mail merge. Case is vital, but here you can map things to different things. So if I wanted to map first name to something else, I could, but obviously I don't want to. So I click on next, and I'm going to give it a file name. Now this is key, because now in Google Drive, I have a folder called Demo AutoCrat, and I have these items in it. I'm going to go to list view. I want all the certificates to get created in here, and I want them named last name, then the certificate, so I can find somebody's and sort, etc. So that's where this comes into play. This blue bar here, the arrow, when I click on it, shows my merge field. So I'm going to grab last name by clicking on it once. Then I'm going to go to file name, and I'm going to use the shortcut Control V as in Victor for paste. And I'm going to paste in last name and call it certificate demo. Now I'm going to have a unique name for each certificate that gets created. And I think this is vital, because if you ever want to go and find it later in your drive, you're going to want to make sure it has a unique name. So this is key. In this case, we're going to make it a Google Doc and then click on next. And then it goes in that folder. It's already selected. And we're not going to add a dynamic folder reference. That's optional, and we won't discuss that. So just click on next. You don't need to do that. So I just accidentally hit saving job, but I didn't finish. So I need to click on edit. That's the little edit tool, the little pencil. And I need to work my way back to where I left off. So I went through and added everything. And we were just talking about skipping dynamic folder reference, and I get to merge condition. You don't have to set up any merge conditions. We're going to leave that empty for now and keep it simple. But this is the most important: share docs and send emails. The whole purpose of this is you want to send an email with the doc shared and attached. So we say yes. And we're going to share the doc as an editable doc or view only. Now, in this case, I'm doing a certificate of attendance. So maybe I put in hours and I want to say view only. I can even send it as a PDF if I want. Depends on what you're merging. If you're merging something that, you know, teachers are going to work on, then, you know, it's going to be an editable Google Doc. If you want it view only, because you're like, no, maybe they want to make a copy of it, you know, as a doc and then edit it. You might want it view only, comment only, anything. Anyone can edit, anyone can view, PDF. So we're just going to say a view only doc. And will we let them share? Sure. And then we're going to click here again to find our merge fields, because down below is the email message. And we need to put their email tag here. So we're going to click on that, click once on email, go back and paste it in. You can CC or blind copy people. There's tons of reasons why you might have somebody fill out a form and then need a principal to be CC'd on it, as well as a recipient. Certificate of attendance is my subject line for workshop. And dear, I can even merge their name. So I can make it dear so-and-so. So dear first, click on it, paste. Here is your certificate, blah, blah, blah. I can make this as long as I want. Now I click on next, and I'm ready to run it. Now, it's a good idea to do this and just put in your information. So like when you first want to run it, just put in your name when you set up the sheet and run it before you even share the form with anyone to sign in, so that you can view your email and make sure you did everything correctly. So that's a good idea. So run on form trigger, run on time trigger. It just means that do you want to set it up to run at a certain time every day to run the certificates or the merge? Do you want it, if it's a form, when they hit submit, do you want it to trigger and create that certificate? Or do you want to do it manually? I'm doing it manually, so I'll show you how that works. So we saved the job certificate demo. And now we're ready to hit play. Play means run the job, or the play button, little arrow. And now it's going to run the job. And I know I have 3 people in here, and I said you should test it out first. I shouldn't have put 3 people in because that's misleading. You should just put yourself in first so that you can go back to your own account and double check it and make sure that it is working correctly. And then you'll be able to like really run it. So I'm going to close out of this. In your spreadsheet, you're going to have links to whatever was merged. So let's see if Archie's certificate was merged properly. Yep, it was awarded to Archie Andrews. So there's a link to Archie's certificate. Let's check Archie's mail. Let's see, mail. Did he get any? Here we go, certificate of attendance. Dear Archie, here's your certificate. There it is. Great. So the email works. And last but not least, let's look in Drive. Oh, now see how these are in alphabetical order. I can even make a like file management folder here. So if I wanted to make a subfolder here, I could click on Demo AutoCrat and put select new folder and call it merge files. So now I have a folder up at the top and I can drag and drop my merge files should I need to access them quickly and easily. And then this would be only the certificates will be in alphabetical order here. So I won't recap because you can replay the video, but I will tell you that if you got lost finding the resource, you can go to AllisonMalika.com and click on Add-on and Automate. There's also a tutorial at the beginning of this slide deck on how to use an email merge tool called Yet Another Mail Merge. So if you walk through the video, if you go to slide 5, there's a video about it, and I have everything set up so that you can literally create your email message and run it. Okay, I've got a document for you, and you follow the directions, you can try that out as well. So thanks for watching. Your feedback is always appreciated, so please feel free to leave a comment below. Have a great day. Bye.